This is my stream, and welcome to you who have come to the stream. Anything is possible at my stream. You can do anything at my stream. The infinite is possible on my stream. The unattainable is known on my stream. Welcome to my stream. This is my stream. Welcome to my stream. Welcome. This is my stream. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my stream.
What's up, everyone? Bradley Jack Design here with another lovely day of making something for you guys live on stream. I hope you guys are having a lovely Friday afternoon. We're just tossing these streams out there whenever, which is fun. Don't have a real schedule to it. Helps me with the work I do a little bit better, which is nice. I'm just looking for a logo that I think I have on my computer. I'm not certain. I'm trying to find the NFL logo, but I'm sure it'll come up somewhere. Anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to make a Micah Parsons sports card, probably. That's what we're leaning towards. What's up, Joe? So what I'm thinking about doing is something I haven't done, but doing like a die cut design, which is really just a sports card and they just cut it cool. Like I've got this, Obi Toppin card here from Select that is die cut. And die cuts are cool, so I think we can do something cool with that around Micah Parsons. I had a couple ideas. So, the first thing I thought, sorry, this is out of 30 feet, it's a good price. What I first thought was doing like the NFL Honors Award. So I'm trying to find a straight-on shot of that, but really what it is it's the NFL logo with like some stuff, with just two things coming off of it. So like here's this photo of Alvin Kamara. It just looks like that. So that's why I was looking for the NFL logo, which I thought I had on my computer somewhere, and I'm sure I do. Let me just search real quick by Fine and see if I can find an Illustrator file. If not, I'll just find one on their website, and I'm sure it'll work just as good. It'll probably be quicker if I just do that, to be honest. Let's just do that real quick. Let's see if this works later. Dang it. I clicked on the schedule release on accident. Hey, look at that. Alright. Get rid of Kamara. We'll leave this up for reference. But what we're first going to do is we're going to build the shape of the card. So what I have now is what a general shape of a card is. This is set up, so it's 2.5 by 3.5 is the ratio. So what we can do is we can drop this down. What's up, Henry? have this go up there like that, and then we'll use our best friend in the world, the pen tool. I should probably do this in Illustrator, but I'm going to do it here now. So this comes off to the side. We'll just do it, it's right about here. Let's do this first. View, new guide layout, dead center, perfect. Pop this here. We're going to exaggerate a couple things just because we want the sports card to be able to feel like it's real. We'll sort of drag that up a little bit. Move it over just slightly like that. And then come back up like that. And that doesn't look as bad as I thought it would based on how I had this set up. But we want it to be more like... I guess that's not bad. We're accentuating some things, so that's okay. So I'm going to duplicate that. Only duplicated that one. We'll duplicate that. We'll flip this around. And the cool thing with this is we'll be able to use some gradients to, you know, make sort of an effect like on this select card. If I go to this, so like this select card has, you can see on it the what makes it look 3D with the gold. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna reset the music apparently. So we need to have a base for it. So the base looks like that. You know, we're just gonna draw a rectangle down here. Have it sort of here. Now, this card would probably be impossible to like manufacture just from how delicate the die cut is. So we're gonna, it's a fake sports card, so it doesn't matter, but we'll try and work around that. You'll put these things in here like this. That's a little too tall. But we're just sort of building the trophy, not to scale because we want some actual area to do some of this stuff in. Let's duplicate these and drop these down, and then we'll take this one, and then we'll take this one. So we're just really just trying to emulate what the trophy kind of looks like. Actually, can I just like smush this like that? That's what I want. I should really just redraw these, but this is working out fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Just go like that. I'll delete this one. Duplicate this. Yeah, we'll duplicate this and we'll drop this down. So it's sort of like that. And we'll put these over here as well in about the same spot, which is like that. So there, it's a trophy. What I really want to do though, we're going to change this probably later, but we're going to give this one big gradient on top of it. So let's take this gold gradient and just go like this. Gold. So, you know, that's just gives us an idea of what this looks like. I don't really like how these look, so I think we're going to change them. Mainly these guys on the inside. I think these just need to be tilted a little bit more. Tilted towers it up a little bit. Delete that guy. Duplicate this one. It would really help if I labeled these so I can see what I'm doing. There. Alright, we're going to hit save just so we have a quick file. Micah, Parsons, card, die cut. Sounds good. Okay. So we're going to hide all this stuff in the background. So this is what we're working with here for the card. And then we're going to have on the inside something. So I'm just going to use the pen tool to do this. And really what we're doing is we just want the shape of this trophy. It doesn't need to be anything other than that. So like this could theoretically be part of this as well. So like this is the card. This is what the card is going to look like. Then we can take one of these Micah Parsons photos and see which one would fit best. So like this one would work pretty well. I think I have another one. What photos do we have? Like this one would be cool. We blew it up and then included his arms in the die cut and just did some slight adjusting to it. I think that would look cool. So maybe we'll do that. I'm trying to think of how... Yeah, we're going to do that. But first what we're going to do is we're going to take this logo and duplicate it, put it on top of here, and then just fill it with black. And that's going to allow us to have color fill black. We're going to take this and we're going to give this, no, we're not. So we're going to convert this to a new smart object via copy so it's not the same as the other one. We're going to open it in Illustrator. We're going to bump it out just a little bit. That way, these logos, let me make these a little bit, yeah, I can't really make it a little bit smaller. All right, how are we stretching it? There we go. It's fine. All right, Illustrator's opening. So we're going to give this a border. That way, the border itself is the outline of the trophy. So then we have just sort of this encapsulated shape. And we'll put something in the background there. And we'll figure something out to do with that to add some more dimension to it. Just need Illustrator to actually open. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. You guys doing anything fun this weekend, or are you guys working on anything that's fun? I would like to know. And you don't need to see what I'm doing, but I'll show you anyway. I'm basically taking this, combining it into one object, and then I'm going to path, offset path, whatever this number is, sure. And now it looks like this, which looks a little bit better. So you got a new monitor. What kind of monitor did you get? Why does that look so funky? I think I need to lower this. Kind of like that. Hey, look at that. What do they say? Pogs and dubs and W's in chat for Henry. Pogs in chat for Henry finishing school. Poggers, bro. All right, so we're just going to fill the background with just a color. Just going to use gray so I can see what the shape looks like. So this is the card. This is what the card shape is going to be. Lots of lovely corners that are going to get dinged. LGUN 1800. Let's see what this one is. Displays. I have an LG, something like that. I think I have the same one. I think I have a similar one. I actually broke one of mine, which is lovely. I knocked it off this thing I was using, like this $300 monitor. So rip that. Oh, this thing's huge. I think it's giant. Cool. All right, so we've got this. Now, the NFL logo is weird because it's like it flattens off here. It doesn't look like it's supposed to, but this is from their website. But I don't really want it to. I kind of want it to be straight point. But I guess that's how it's made, so we're not going to mess with it. But I think this is a pretty good base for the card. So what we're going to do is this the base? Okay, so this is card base. What's up, Matthew? All right, so some things we're going to do to make this look like a card. We're going to do that later, but we might as well do it now. I'm going to set up a new document that we can post on social media. That's 4x5. And then I'm going to go into my assets. I'm going to go into my card pack, and I'm going to find... I want to find some top loaders. So I haven't used these top loaders in a while. I usually slab something, and we can put it in a slab too. But I just want to see how this looks. I think it'll look cool in a top loader, and then we can just put it on like a table or something. So we can use one of these. So let's use this rookie card one. So I'm just gonna copy that whole folder and paste it in here, and then I can make it larger or whatnot. You know, we can put it at an angle. I don't know, what, 17 degrees? There, it's at a 17 degree angle now. So then I can go in here to this card design, and I should be able to right click this, replace the contents of it with Micah Parsons die cut, and it should fit into place pretty decently, but of course it doesn't. So let me just size this back up to about there. Okay, so we can get rid of this. We need to put this on like a background. So Joe, these top loaders are on my website. All of the sports card stuff that I show is on my website. These are part of a pack you can get. I'll link it in chat. So it's these 20 top loaders. It's a bunch of one-touches, which I'll open up real quick and show you. So these 4 one-touches. And I've got some slabs you can put stuff in as well that you can edit all the information on. And I've got a booklet, one touch. So it comes with, there's a lot of stuff it comes with actually. What do we want to put this on? I wonder if there's like a Cowboys tabletop I can find, you know? Like something for Micah would sell as like a pattern. You know, like, can I just... Is there a huge photo of this? I mean, this is just photoshopped on. Open Division, new tab. We'll see how bad this looks. It's probably gonna look really bad. So just like blow this up. Yeah, it looks pretty dumb. We won't do that. I usually put them on like a poker table setting or something like that. Let's go to our best friend in Votto then. And let's see what we can find. Poker table felt. See if there's like a texture or something someone has on here that you can use. See, like I want this. Let's look at photos. Yeah, and Votto's great. There's a link in the bio if you want to use Envato. I have a referral code, FYI. So let's see how big this is, because I don't really want the dice. But I wonder if I can blow this up to be large enough so the dice don't show up, but it still looks like it makes sense. I'm trying to make it look correct with the dice. Like if I had a pair of dice, how large would they be? How large is a typical dice? Size of dice. 0.63 inches across. So 2.5 divided by 0.63 is math somewhere, is 4. So 4 of these would fit across this way. So this is way too large. So I'm going to make it smaller. Theoretically. I'll just duplicate it and I'll just flip it around. I'll slam that thing down, flip it and reverse it, and then I'll just erase out this part. And it should even out pretty decently. I'm just using a very slow opacity and very low flow, which is fine. So that's good. I think this looks good. I just want it to be Cowboys blue. Whatever the Cowboys blue hex code is. Which is not going to be the same color I'm going to use. What we're going to do actually is we're going to put a gradient map on top of it.
Quick select.
Whoops, not that one. Radiant map. And let me know if those work, because they're a little finicky. We're gonna make it white, because if I make it white, we can go into our card that we're editing. We can take this Cowboys logo and we can paste it on top. Oh, and it's very small and you can't see it, but I can go like this. You know, do something like this and set it to multiply, and then it looks like that. But I'm going to put that in a group, set the group to multiply, set the Cowboys logo to normal, and then just highlight, oops, hold on, let me set this to normal. Highlight this, and we're going to make it seem like it's on like a blue felt poker table, like that. So then the felt color comes through a lot easier. But we can do one better and do a blend if. Anything underneath is going to blend in more or less. Which way do I want to go? I think this is actually the way I want to go. I think I just need to make this darker. Oh, you know what I need to do? If you know what I need to do in chat. Yeah, Matt, we've been live for 20 minutes? Dang. We've been live for 20 minutes, but we haven't done a lot. So here's what we want to do. We want to make a new layer. Turn this into a smart object. Open that up. We're going to blur it with a Gaussian blur, like 2 pixels. We're going to save this out as felt displace to my desktop as a Photoshop document, because we're going to make a
displacement map.
Alright, so we made a displacement map. We can delete this. So we can go down here, turn this. We'll turn this into a smart object. Hold on. It's a smart object, but we want to do this and make it huge. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to group this together, mask it to the size, and turn it to a smart object. Then it's the same size as my subject here. So if I go to filter, distort, displace, it's the same size as the displacement map, which from my understanding works a little bit better. So then we displace it a little bit. But we did kind of -10. Let's do like -25 and -25 and just see what that looks like. And it might look bad, so we might not do this. You see, I just wanted to have these little jagged edges. Let's do like 2 and like 3 and 3 and displace it. You can't really tell that it did anything at all. So let's displace it vertically more. I think that's really, it seems to be displacing left and right fine, or at the angles, but not on the top like that. And then we'll just bump that up like 102 pixels. So it just has a little bit of, let me see here. So it's got a little bit of a texture to it, which is fine. Pretty map, good, 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 good. Okay, we're gonna save this as a final Micah card thing. Okay, so we have our top loader sitting on this, you know, random table that has stuff on it now. So now we can go back into our actual card design. All right, so here's the card design. Let's do a couple things here now. So I have this gradient that we're going to use. So I'm actually going to delete it. And we're going to see if we can get some dimension going with this. And I think it's going to be a pretty simple design. Like, it's not going to be crazy Photoshop heavy like a lot of the stuff is that we do on here. I just need this guy to go back a little bit. I don't actually want any of these lines. We'll get rid of them, so don't worry about that. Okay, so let's take, where do we want to start? Okay, so we have this. So let's do two things. We're gonna do a new smart object via copy. We're gonna delete, hold on, get back out. Okay, so this. So this is what we're looking at. So we're gonna offset this again. But we're gonna go back essentially where we were. So I need to go to path, offset path. So it's that divided by 2, which we should be able to do math. I'm gonna go negative that. And then I want to delete this outer angle and save. So now we should have 2 theoretically. So I should be able to go to gradient overlay. I'm going to select this gold that I have. I'm going to set that to normal, which now we can see it. And this is set to 90 degrees. That's fine. We're going to take the same gradient, put it on here. We're going to set it to 0. And now we sort of have, except it's not like, this looks weird, right? Like it just doesn't seem like it's in the right spot. So I'm gonna move it up just a little bit. But you can see like down here, it's giving it this really nice 3D effect. And we might use the other one. We'll see what this other gold I have looks like. It has less intensity to it. This one has, you know, these browns and these whites. This one's a little bit more neutral, but I think looks pretty decent. So that's one. So that's cool. So then we'll take this other shape here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to look at this card to see how this stuff is sort of broken out. Everything sort of has this look to it. So I'm going to take these guys, and these are shapes I made in here. Let's toss these to the front real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the stroke. And I'm going to give them the same gradient overlay. But we want to give them the opposite of whatever the outside is. So I keep grabbing the wrong one. So I'm going to give them this overlay. Hold on. Okay. It just happens to blend in. And then what we'll do is we'll do this for both. So they're both the same. I'll just group these together, and I think I can do this pretty quickly. I'm gonna duplicate the top one, apply it to that group, and then set it to 0. And then I should be able to move it over like this. Just move it. Except we won't do 0, we'll do 180. See, there's not a lot of differentiation there, so we might do something a little bit different. But we can grab the other one, put it up here, apply the same gradient to it, move it inward the same, and we've got this sort of 3D effect going on. And we have that. I want that behind this. So we're going to group this together. We're going to say NFL logo gold. And we'll drop that down here. Some of this stuff is grouped together and it doesn't need to be. Okay, so these are the trophy edges. We've got that going on. So we're going to move the trophy edges below the logo so then it looks like this. To me, this blends in a little bit too much. Let me take a look at this card and see how they deal with that. It's kind of hard to see, so it doesn't really probably matter. Cool. So that's cool. Maybe we give this a little bit of a border, but we'll do the same thing down here. Okay, inside, inside. Okay, let me group these together. Inside, outer. That's not how you spell outer, but that's fine. So outer, 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 outer. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. So we're going to take this gradient, apply it to both of these, which looks different. Then we take both of these, toss it up here. We're basically creating our own bevel and emboss is really what's happening. Select both of these to 180. And then move them in or move them out. Now these have the stroke to it, which we need to get rid of. And it's not perfect. but we can always fix that. So where's this shape? So we're actually going to move this up to like here and drag this over. We basically just want it to follow the same line. So I want it to match like that, with an end there. I'm just using the same shape to start. This one doesn't seem to be working as well. Actually, I need to go this way, I think. Might help. I think that was the problem. I went left instead of right, or vice versa. Let me just delete this one and just redo it. Gradient. Pop over. Where's this one at? Okay. So I want them to be in the same spot, so they're both ending about there, which is fine. I just really don't like the gradient on there. We might add the gradient ourselves based on these images. So we're gonna do that. I don't know why. So we're going up and down with this? Yeah, we're going up and down with this. It's gonna look better. Get rid of these gradient overlays. We're gonna make a new layer, grab it here. Where's this one? This one is on the right. Okay, we're just gonna do a gradient map that's like, not a gradient map, a gradient that looks like that, and we're just gonna mask it to that, like that. That looks better. It's just a better gold. Do the same thing here, drag, copy, copy, click. We don't need these. Save, save, save. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I wonder if I can take this inner outer actually and just duplicate it. Get rid of the outer outer. Get rid of the outer outer roger roger. And then just drop this down. No, they're different. Okay. That's fine. They're different, they're different. Up and down. Apply, move, apply. Just trying to create some cool looking gold stuff, really. So we'll duplicate both of these. Put these on top of the outer outer. We're gonna get rid of these stupid lines on the outside, like that. And then we'll take these guys again, get rid of the outer stroke. This is this side. Gradient this way, like that. Apply it to this. Make a new layer. Gradient like that. Apply it to this. Hide, hide. But then we need to move these around. Like that. Now this isn't really giving me the shape I wanted, but it's adding a little bit of weird depth to it, which is kind of fun. So then, I'm trying to think of what I want to do down here. If I want to make this black and say his name, I think I might do that. We'll take both of these. We'll get rid of the border because we don't want it. And we'll just move this top rectangle down so it looks like that. Cool beans. Let's just give this the gradient overlay. See, it looks like that. We're gonna do it manually again. Let's go this way. So it looks like that. Cool. I'm gonna duplicate that, toss it on top. This isn't the easy, this is why I'd like to do this in Illustrator, which I should have done. Just so I can give it the same shape. I can offset the path, which I can't do in Photoshop. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. Kind of like that. This one we're gonna keep on top, except the bottom card. We want the bottom of the card to have a nice line to it as well. So really it's just gonna be this middle area we're worried about. But we're gonna take these guys, toss them into these guys. Man. Black top. Drop that here. We're going to take these. I want to put this in here and group these together. Really, this is just kind of pointless what I just did, but that's fine. Okay, so then we want this to go across, and we want this to apply to these guys. And this is going to be our inner layer. So really we just need a match in between, like that, just to give this some dimension as well. And again, I'm just going to eyeball it in the middle. That's really what we're doing here. I'm sure there's much more technical ways to do this, but this is how we're doing it today. Congratulations. I need to grab these. I think this looks a lot better down here. Like these nice, these real rigid areas. Messed it up over here on accident, and then I brought this over too far. Now actually what I should do, and we might do this, is there's no dimension here. I should do it for each of these corners to really give it some dimension. But I think this looks cool already, especially once we add this photo of Micah. Let's go into this photo and let's edit this photo. So we're going to select subject and then use our best friend.
Quick select.
Because the selection's pretty much already done. Get rid of that. I think it looks pretty good. It's missing a little bit of his helmet. But we'll just go in real quickly. And I can set this, I'm going to set this smooth to be a lot more than usual, because I don't want really any jagged edges for this die cut. So I'm even going to cut off random things I don't think should be there. We'll just go in here real quick and just make sure this is a nice cutout. So that's the issue though with setting the smooth to like 15, is if you go in here and make these sharp corners, they're not going to be as sharp as they should be. Gonna move this up like that, click this here. You know, maybe round this off a little bit more than it should be just for the sake of the card. And we're going to give him a border himself that you would see on a card. So like, let me see what Obi's got here. Like if you look at this card, Obi has like a just silver border around him. So we want to make sure that the border is easy to use. So I'm just going to cut this off, and no one's going to notice. You guys will know. It'll be our tiny little secret. When I post it, you guys can be like, oh, that helmet strap though. Question mark, question mark, question mark. You guys can be like the Jersey SWAT police. And just be like, oh, that's technically the wrong strap for that specific helmet. How dare you? Yeah, exactly. Oh, actually, the face guard on that is actually a slightly darker gray than what you have on there, so you need to fix it. No one actually said that. I'm just thinking of real petty things. Got a pretty decent shot with the where there's nothing around the helmet. Like this is all helmet. I don't have to go through it, which is nice. So we'll just do this. I guess I can put this back a little bit. And I guess we'll add this slight number back. And we'll do some slight edits to this. I don't want it to look too crazy edited. But we're going to edit it just enough to look pretty solid on the card. So then drop. You guys are making me feel guilty. So Matthew, I used to put them through Lightroom, but then with Camera Raw, it's the same. It's pretty much the same exact thing. So everything I do with Camera Raw. I have a video from forever ago that I showed how I edit photos in Lightroom. I do the pretty much exact same thing. I just do it in Camera Raw. because it's more built into Photoshop. I don't know if people have a preference to Lightroom over Camera Raw. In my mind, they're pretty much this. They do the same thing, so it's personal preference there. Since I know I'm going to use Photoshop and add it to a design in Photoshop, I use Camera Raw because I can actually use that. I can do blending modes and stuff to it. But if you're just doing it to a bunch of batch photos, like Lightroom's fine. That'd be more for photography than one individual edit of an athlete. All right, we'll just do select modify, contract 1 pixel. Do that. Clamp him together. I gotta save this out now somewhere else. Makash. And I'll just hit my blue fix action, which is going to do a whole bunch of stuff and make it look like that. But what I've been doing recently is copying the initial layer and setting it to color, so that it brings back a little bit more of the natural color. And these are all clipped. A little too dark though. I'm going to open up Camera Raw and lighten these settings. These are initial settings I used for a while, but I've been lightening up the settings because I think it looks a little bit better. I'm just going to go to the adjustments and go to the reds and darken the reds up a little bit, and then brighten everything up overall, mainly in the bottom low end colors. And then, are those his teeth? Look how yellow his teeth are. I'm also going to go into filter neural filters and get rid of some of this artifacting, some of this noise. I'm just going to use JPEG artifact removal. It's set to high right now. It says it's going to take 2 minutes, so we'll see what this looks like. What do you guys want to chat about for 2 minutes while we wait for this? Also, this stream might lag because we're doing this high intensity work. Let me find... Here we go. Let me find the stream on here for you guys. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We just have this. So you guys excited about the NFL season? Did you guys see the NFL releases? Or the schedule releases? Were there any there that spoke out to you that you thought were the coolest? I saw a bunch of people tweeting about the Chargers anime show intro they did. I didn't see a lot of them though. Yeah. What is that? Thank you, Henry. Best NFL schedule release. What was it? If you're asking me, I didn't actually take a deep dive into a lot of them. I saw the one the Packers did and was just like, how did they make this? That Johnny retweeted that he assisted with. Basically recreating Golden Tee, which is cool, even though it's the Packers. So there's that. I need to actually look at all of them. It is a thing where it's a cool thing to do, and a lot of them are really far out there. But I want to digest the content easily, you know? And it's not easy to digest the content when they're, these elaborate videos. The Falcons did one that was cool just because Rube Goldberg machines are always fun. People like those. All right, we got 8 seconds left. We'll see and hope this looks good because we just wasted 2 minutes watching it do this. But it should get rid of a lot of that. So we're going to hit OK. That's good. I kind of want it on here then too, don't I? That's fine. All right, so we'll go to adjustments. We'll go to not curves, adjustments, hue and saturation, yellows. We're going to whiten its teeth because these are like hilariously yellow. Dump down the saturation, up the brightness, and then we'll mask it to just his mouth. So there, that just looks better. We're gonna grab a different hue and saturation layer and select green. And I'm gonna see if we can just select this green color here and desaturate it. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so we'll save this as Makash. Okay, so we're in our die cut card now. So I'm gonna turn this on. We're just gonna replace this since it's already sort of sized up how we want. This photo of Micah Parsons. We're going to then blow it up a little bit like that. Rotate him a teeny bit. And there we go. So I want to select I'm going to use the magic wand tool. I have the wrong thing selected. What I want to select is this. And the base, like this. I want to do the one on this inside, this one. I want to invert that and put this in a group with that. Yes, this is what I want. I basically don't want it to show up down here because I want it masked to the inside of this shape. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna let his arms run wild. So really we're just gonna unmask all of this area. Kind of like that. Cool beans. All right, so now we're gonna puppet warp this because his arm's going off. So we're just gonna do a little puppety warp. Click on his head, stomach, legs. His legs are now gone. Shoulders, we don't want those to move. I don't really want his elbows to really move either. I really just want his hands to come in like this. And maybe we go like this and have them touch. This is going to be an impossible card to theoretically grade because you've got these little things coming off. So maybe we have these, we really fake these so they're just coming in on the inside. Kind of like this. So then there's no gap. So, Joe, when you're doing something with a puppet warp, I'm putting these points in to anchor it down. Because if we were to just do it here, I'm just going to turn this into a smart object. So I'm doing it at natural hinges in the body, so I can then have that be an anchor point, and then if you move another one, it moves the body. So let's do that real quick with this. So like if I want to move this hand, I can say, okay, I want to move this hand in, but it moves everything because nothing's anchored down. So if I anchor his head down, if I move this, it moves everything around his head then. But if I anchor down, say, the rest of his body at just natural joints, it then moves the whole arm, but doesn't move anywhere that there's an anchor point. So I put one on his elbow, I can move him in. And I can move his elbow up like this and make him look like he's a strong boy. You know, move stuff out like that. Now you can put one here where his hips are. You can move his legs out. You know, so this actually comes in handy if you want to like make someone look sit. If you want someone to sit down or something like that. Yeah, you can just do weird, wacky stuff with that. We don't need this felt displace anymore. Let's do that. So that's what the card looks like now. So we're going to do that. And then we just come back in here. And just make sure that wherever his hand is, you can see it. But we don't want to go too far so you see the pants like that. So we're going to go like this. I can always paint it back in there. I really don't want to go too far on this edge. So then we'll erase this out like this. And go like that. So puppet warping comes in real handy. Like, I'm assuming that's how Johnny did this thing. He made a guy look like he was sitting down after he was standing up. Like, made him look naturally like he was sitting down. So this looks kind of cool. His arms look a little weird, but that's fine. You know, we can fix a little bit of that. Oh, but you see it moves part of his head for no reason. So I'm just going to put anchor points so it doesn't move him. But there, so now we have that. We can now put down here, you know, some nice text that says Micah Parsons. You know, we're going to put that on top so we can actually see it. But I can't see anything. Which is weird. Oh, I didn't make it white, did I? There we go. So Micah Parsons, I wonder what font they use. They use sort of a serif font. we'll do the same. Do something similar to Garamond. We'll just use Garamond just because it's what my old teacher loves. So we've got Micah Parsons. And then usually it has their name below it. So we'll put that on here. Dallas Cowboys. We'll make this much smaller. And we'll spread it out a little bit. And we're going to make this gold. So we'll give this a gradient overlay of that gold, but we'll have it at 0. Or no, 90. Yeah, something like that. So then it looks like that, which is kind of nice. We've got all this dead space over here, though. So, you know, what do we want to do with that? I'm trying to think. Like, this has this specific card that this sort of inspired me doing this. This actually has a rainbow texture to it because it's a rainbow parallel. So maybe we can do something like that. Yeah, so what we could do is we could take this and make it just this box. Really just delete it. Take this top box. Move this down move this down a little bit more. Move it down like that. And then we can fill in here with some texture. I think that might look cool. Alright, so we've got this cool Micah Parsons thing. We've got this going. You know, maybe... So then I'm going to differentiate these backgrounds. So let's take this original image. I'm trying to think if I want to do this. We'll see what this looks like. I'm going to get rid of the puppet warp. I'm going to go in here. We're going to go in here. We're going to go in here. We're going to delete the layer mask. We're going to image, reveal all, save. Go back here, image, reveal all, save. Go back here. This is actually smart filtering wrong, so I got to fix that in the original one. It's updating the smart object, which I don't want it to do, because what it's doing is these neural filters again, and we don't need it to take 2 minutes to do that. So I'm going to hit cancel and just hide them. Then we can just put this in the normal spot like that. Save, go back. So then this is the natural background for this photo. The issue is I want it to not be here. The issue is I need to mask out a lot of it. So I'm going to take this NFL gold logo, outer. Take this and mask it to that. And then basically mask out everything else. So mask out all of this, all this crap. We don't want any of this crap here. And I want this masked to the inside completely. So let's take this. Nope, that's the wrong one. We need these two. And I can just hit delete. Looks pretty good. I'm trying to see, is this, what is this area? Size down. Okay, so it just needs to be painted in, that's fine. I think this looks fine. We'll probably just make this darker. We'll just use like a gradient map. A gradient map. Uh-oh. It's broken. Put that there. And then we'll go in here to this one real quick. And we'll just stamp tool this top part out. So you can see a little bit of his arm in the photo. I don't know where. Like right here. We'll just go like this. And it should get rid of that arm right there. Okay, great, perfect. Okay, let's take this top Micah real quick. And I want to apply this to that. Nope. Mask, thank you. And then delete filter mask, save. There, so this is that. This is good. We have that set up. So I just want to take this. I'm going to turn this to a smart object. We're going to give it a stroke. And the stroke is going to be white. I'm going to duplicate this without a stroke, and we're going to put some sort of parallel on top of this. So I've got a bunch of parallels that we can use. These are also available on my website. We'll make this cracked ice, maybe. I think cracked ice would look cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this cracked ice, and we're going to apply it to this black background, actually. I'm going to set it to screen, so you can kind of see it. But then we'll also take this cracked ice, and we'll apply it to the NFL logo that's on top, which I think is this one. We'll group this together, add there. What's up, Bradley? And we'll add a little bit of cracked ice there too. Of course, we took it from the initial spot, which I don't remember where that is. It's on top of the Micah Parsons photo, which is right here. And then we'll just like rotate this so the cracked ice is slightly different. There, we have some cracked ice. And maybe if we add this back. See, the cracked ice looks, yeah, I think that looks cool. Oh, but we didn't want a cracked ice. We wanted just like a regular parallel. So let's take a look at these icons. I usually use Bridge for this because it loads them all already, but we'll just look in here. So I've got fireworks in here. I want something sort of just like these stripes, but I just want like a silver parallel. Or not just have a silver parallel in here. Yeah, I want something like this. We'll drop this silver parallel, toss it up here, put this into a group so the stroke doesn't get applied to it, so then it looks like that. So then we have this cool outline on here. That looks great. Trying to see what they did here. I'm trying to see how this would work. I think I need to duplicate this and then just give this a little bit more of a stroke, but put it on like the very bottom like this, and then just give this the same gradient overlay as this. Oh, hold on. I need to put this in a group and then put a gradient overlay on it. Like that. But I also need to really just make it just the hands. So I'm going to use a very hard brush. See, that doesn't match up great down here. And also, what is that? See, that's bad. So I need to go back up to where this is. I'm gonna hit save again, just while we're at it. We're gonna hit
save as.
That's the best. I'm gonna paint a little bit of this back in, just to about there. See, the issue is I want it to go around the edge here. But I can't because of how I have this done. So I need to take this, toss it up above all of this with this mica. Yep, this is technically what I want. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to paint back in this. But I only want to paint around to where this is, which it is kind of doing. And I want to apply that to this as well. No, to this as well. So then it gives it a stroke like that. And I want to group these all together, and I want to get rid of anything that's not just this outer edge, like that. Yep. Oh, and it's already pretty decently fine over here. I think I just need to get rid of a little bit here. Yeah, there's a lot of layers here to think about logistically how things should be done. Let's do that. That's fine. Oh, and then we erase that. Okay, good. Okay. Cool. I think that looks cool. Everything looks pretty solid. I kind of want to take this shape that we have this gradient overlay on and not even do that. I kind of want these to just look like this with a stroke. Really, I don't want this at all. Really, I don't want this. I want... Hold on, let me think here. Get rid of both of these, so then we just have this. So I don't want gradient overlays on these. I want to give these strokes. And I want them to be positioned on the inside, and I want them to be gradients of this gold. It looks like that. That is what I want, because we're going to put this cracked ice on the inside. Just need to make it a little bit thicker. I'm gonna move this in just a little bit. I'm trying to match these up. I think they're a little bit off, which is fine. Okay, so we can take our cracked ice that we have. Crickety cracked, crickety cracked. Where you at? Yeah, I felt like it'd be cool to make a die cut design. So we're gonna make this a cool looking die cut design. That's exactly what's happening. We apply the same cracked ice. No, maybe we make it a little bit smaller. Maybe we rotate it around a little bit so it's slightly different. And maybe we make it so it's sort of cut off two edges like this. So I have a tablet that I use. I mainly use it for like lighting effects when I want to get details. And I've got an Intuos Pro, the medium version. I like it. I know there's some designers that use them all the time, which to me is nuts. Okay, so we got the cracked ice down here. This looks a little funky to me. It looks fine up here. It's almost like I want his legs to go down here more. I think I just need to honestly just give him a little bit of like a shadow. Just like this. Yep. Perfect. Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted. Just like that. All right, let's try that again. I live and die by the MX Master Mouse too. Yeah, my MX mouse, which someone recently called terrible. I think it was Adam. I think Adam said it was the worst mouse he's ever used. All right, let's go back. I want my superfractor. Hello, superfractor. Hello there, precious. Thanks. Yeah. What's up, superfractor? You're gonna make this thing look real nice. That's cracked ice and it's a superfractor. How about that? That's nuts. How am I gonna do this though? Kind of like that. Okay. A little easier than I thought, to be honest. Yeah, it's the best mouse. This is normal, which looks bad. This is overlay, which is a little too much. What's soft light look like? Soft light looks nice. It's nice and pretty. So we don't have anything on here that designates that he won an award, you know? So I think we should fix that. Oh, I should. I'm going to put it, so I have it set up right now to just go into top loader like this. So instead, I'm going to do both. I'm going to put it in there as an 8. It's a good idea. Because it would totally, it would get an 8. What do we want? I want this, this, and this. And then I think this one. Yeah, we're just going to move the top up a little bit like this. I need this to be in front more, though. Okay, I need it to look like that. That's good. Why is this behind it? I want this in front. So can I put this in front, or is that going to break everything? Drag, 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 drag. Put this there. Put this black top on top of it. Except Micah's up here, which is the problem. But I can just group these together. Group. This is just Micah. Okay. Normal size. We're just gonna delete this. Shoot. Oh, good. Did what I wanted. Perfect. Okay, so we need to take this box. Reset settings. What did I? Oh, I opened up Bridge on accident. Yeah, man. There's way too many Bradleys in here. Weren't we gonna? I think the Brads were talking about making a Bradley design where, like, we made a Bradley Beal design, a Jackie Bradley Jr. We made a whole bunch of Bradleys on one design and make it work somehow. So you want to put down here, you know, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, Bradley Beal, Bradley Chubb, Jackie Bradley Jr. So I just want to make this black. Like, is this going to look weird if it's just black? I should put a rookie card thing on this. I think that looks weird, right? They wouldn't put that on a card like that. Definitely too big. That's for sure. Was it 2021? Technically? I think it needs to be bolder. Of course, I only have this one on there. Mikey Nightbot. Let's just do something you shouldn't do and just hit this bold button. Because we don't care. I'm going to change this to optical, though. Yeah, 21 looks a little weird. Okay, so we're going to make his name smaller. I need to put some cracked ice in there, too. Smaller. Actually, I need to take... this rectangle and go like this. I want this edge here. The slight edge I want to exist. Or do I want it to exist like this? I think I do. For Ultimate Chaos. No, I'm not going to make a matching one for Chase. This is a Micah Parsons only Mike Baldwin stream. It would be cool, though, if I did that. Cracked ice. Super refractor. Black. Apply. Yikes. That's fine. We'll just take this and add it and give this a black stroke on the outside. Black. Okay. Like that. We'll just give it a slight stroke so you can read it. Kind of like that. And maybe we'll just tone this down just like a little bit. A teeny bit. There we go. Alright, Micah Parsons, Defensive Rookie of the Year. We can get rid of the background now, so then if we go back to here, to get rid of that, we should be able to see it through everything, and then it will look like a card in a very, very, very dirty one touch, which we can tone down a little bit. And actually this rookie card part, I'm going to use a little bit of a selective color on it to give the yellow a little bit more magenta and make it a little bit darker. Okay, so we have one, so that's cool. Let's make this slightly smaller. Just put this over to the side like this. Then we'll do what Brad suggested. I was going to do this mega pack, but it never really happened. Where's that PSA slab? We'll use this one. Slab 1. Okay, we'll paste this here. I want to make sure they're the same size. Like the cards are the same size, so it makes sense. I'm going to put this on top. He's about the same size. I'm going to make him the exact same size. Okay, so this is a card. It's almost the same size, but it's a little too big. So we're going to make this just a little bit, just a teeny bit smaller. All right. We'll put that below it and just kind of go like this. And then in the PSA case, design goes here. We'll just do this. We'll just go in like like I say you're supposed to, and get rid of this texture that doesn't exist because it's a die cut. Shoot, I need to go in here and I need to save this to just my desktop and replace this file. Great. Go back here, and we can take this we just saved, drop it in here. Should be the right size. Nope. We'll just size it up to be pretty much the same. Save, go back. It shouldn't change in this because this is not what it's changing in. It should change in this. Like that. And that's technically what it would look like because it's a slab. But I don't have the case set up to do that. So I need to take this, delete this layer, and then mask everything around that like this. Oh, it popped in super tiny as it stopped. Trying to think of the way I made this, how I can make this look normal. Because everything is set up to be for a normal card, not a die cut. Now, if I grabbed one of my other ones, it might make a little bit more sense. Okay, so this is set to screen. What if I drop this completely? I actually kind of want to drop this normal one at the bottom. No, the normal one's giving it the shadow. But, I mean, that's what it would look like. It would theoretically look like this. It would just not have this edge to it. Interesting. This is a fun little dilemma I haven't thought about. So this texture in this front, Okay, so I've got the texture on like that, so that's fun. I want these to be clipped to that. Just need to move this, need to move these textures over like this and like that. So that's good. But I need this. Okay, that's just the texture on the front of the card. Yeah, so that's good. That's fine to have. But I need to have the rest of this case. And here's the thing. So I have this that looks like that. So this is the problem, is this black box that doesn't show up. What I technically need, which I can fake from one of these top loaders or one of these one touches, it's just like a gloss. So like I'm gonna take this one touch, just whatever this is, and I'm just gonna paste it to this. I'm just gonna make this larger so it just has something in the front that looks like that. So if we go back, it should have an actual full glass front then. Because it's supposed to look like this, where like this all matches up and lines up, but you can't see any of that. So that's a problem. I don't know if that changed it or not. I think it changed it. But the issue is you can see through it so much. That's kind of what it looks like. I'm going to turn the texture on the front. I'm also going to take these and drop these off like that. That might look better than if we did something like this. And just sort of painted this back up. Basically just trying to add this gloss back that exists. Alright, so here's the PSA case. And I mean, this is how they would put a card in there. So I don't think I have one. I don't think I have any die cut graded cards. Let's look and see what die cut graded cards look like. That'd be a fun experiment. eBay.com. Die cut PSA. Yeah, that's the thing. They're crooked. Like, they're just in there, you know? They're literally just floating. So it's not too far off what this looks like. We just need to go in and we need to add a little bit more of this sheen. Let me go like this. What if I add these cases back? See, that looks better. And I think what might help too is if we add back in let me open these top loaders. Top loaders. I have a die cut SGC up on eBay. Go buy it. Is it of Obi Toppin? Okay, so I don't think I have a really not dusty card sleeve. So I think, or some of these I think I have. Is this just a sleeve? No. Hold on. Card in sleeve. This just a sleeve? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna copy this, go back here, texture in front. Just gonna paste this. Actually in front of everything. It's actually this curves layer. Set this to screen and sort of line this up. It's actually probably just this layer. I think I can just go like this and then delete this layer mask. No, it's not quite the same. This has a little bit more shine to it. We're just gonna make this a little bit larger. And then we'll just go like this. Oh, I need to put the rookie card logo on here. I might just steal one for that. That looks better. Let's just take this. Shoot. Okay, I need these layers to actually all be here. And I need to unlink you. And I need to unlink you. You get unlinked as well. See, the thing is I made these, so I know how they work. You just make you a little bit smaller and then turn you a little bit. Kind of like that. Perfect. All right. We'll save that. Let's move this other card over. Just so you can barely see that it exists like that. We'll just duplicate it. We could honestly make parallels of these cards, no question, because we have them made already. So we might do that. Take the PSA case and let's do what Bradley said. Go in here. Damn it, stupid universe. Hold on, I gotta tell it that it says universe. It's not a serif font, all classes. Roman? Yep, okay. All right, so this is 2021 NFL Honors. And then this is Micah Parsons. And this is like, I don't know. Oh no, it's cracked ice. Doesn't need to say that. Card number... What number is he? Number 11? Let's do card number 11. Mint? Is that what it is? What's a PSA? PSA 7. Let's just say mint. Near mint. Okay, near mint. Near mint. 7. Shoot. Okay, near mint 7. And then I just need like random numbers to go in here. What were his stats? Micah Parsons stats. So he had 84 combined, 20 assists. He had 13, 0-0. Perfect. Save. So we'll go back here. I have it slightly blurred because that's how it kind of looked like. I'm just going to make it not as blurred. Okay, great. Does this card... I want to give this a little bit of a beveled edge. Like a 1 pixel bevel. I want you to be able to see it though, sort of. Kind of like this. There. Micah Parsons Honors, perfect. So then let's take this Micah Parsons die cut. We're going to turn this into a new smart object via copy. Delete this one. And we're going to make this a different parallel, which should be really easy. I should just be able to right click this cracked ice and then replace the file. And I just replace it with something different. So, stock images, assets, mega pack, parallels. There's some really cool ones in here. Mosaics. So this one can be a mosaic. Ah, you didn't change all of them? That's a bummer. Hold on. Correct. I really thought it would change all of them. I must have changed it slightly differently. What did I use here? I don't remember which mosaic I used. Mosaic 2? That's what we're using. It looks real weird though. That's Mosaic 0, that's fine. Just need to blow this up a little bit. Kind of like that. I guess these files are slightly smaller, so I need to make them a little bit larger. Boom, there's one. Okay, that one's done. So that'll turn into cracked ice. Or that'll turn into a mosaic. We'll take this one. Duplicate this file. Use smart object to copy, delete. Go into here. We'll just do the same thing. Name. Cracked. He's cracked, yo. Replace contents. What's this? Sparkles? Copper sparkles. Let's go back up here. Let's go back to the first parallel pack because this has fireworks. Or no, funky rainbow. Is that what I want? No, I don't want funky rainbow. I want this because it looks like a casino floor. Casino. Casino? Casino. Okay. Stripy rainbow parallel. Dot pink. Cool beans, yo. I don't really need to do anything with that, so I'll just save it and go back. So then we have a bunch of different versions of this. So that's cool. So we got the PSA case, we got this guy, we got this guy. We put this underneath it so it just looks like it's on top. Kind of like that, that's fun. Do a little bit of overlaying. That's fun. There, what do you guys think? Think we need anything else? Pretty decent. Move the PSA case down a little bit. Micah Parsons, cracked ice. 2021 NFL honors, near mint 7. That's what they look like though. Like die cut PSA. Like the crazy die cuts. Like this one's actually pretty straight, which is nice. This one's actually pretty straight too. Dang, the 1 of 1. That's fun. Aw, none of these are going to be crooked. That's no fun. It's because usually they'll have like some sort of flat edge, but you'll see these a lot where these come in and they're a little bit crooked. Maybe I can search. Like this one's crooked. It's like crooked on purpose almost. See? Crooked die cut PSA. See? Crooked. Here you go. Like this John Morant one. It's just like hanging out in there. See? It's just like hanging out. It's not really straight. It's not really low. It's just kind of there. What was I going to do? I was going to put his rookie card on there. Shoot. Rookie card logo. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I have this on a card I made. Maybe we'll just leave it. I don't want to leave it off though. Let me find a gold standard rookie card because that will have exactly what I want. Is Micah Parsons not in gold standard? Hold on, I didn't type in Parsons. Parsons. He's not in gold standard, is he? That's dumb. None of these are what I want. Because of the color. This is close to what I want. This will work. Ghost and Slab as a PSA comes, yeah, as a PSA 7. Exactly. Oh, that's weird. What is this? What is this then? Oh, design goes here. Oh, crap. Hold on. Design goes here. I'll just put it on this layer. It's fine. Pen tool again. Our favorite thing in the world. Yoink. This is just furthering showing I know how to use this tool. So when I say don't use it, I know what I'm talking about. It's really all I'm doing right now. Yoink. Okay, so I should be able to go like that, and then get rid of this, and boom, rookie card logo. Great. Let's just convert this to a smart object real quick, put it right here, blow it up a little bit. I'm gonna copy this. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out, Bolt. We're almost done anyway, so we're gonna finish up shortly. See if my dog wants to go on a walk or not. She did not respond to me saying that, so we'll see what she does. All right, we'll toss this, which is right here. See, I want this on top of everything, but I still also want this superfractor on it, so we'll see what that looks like with the soft light. It might brighten things up. You can totally tell I didn't make this though, which is kind of humorous. All right, let's just bump up the brightness and then darken the darks. Yeah, kind of like that. Sure. Why not? Good enough for me. I have these open, so I can just technically go like this. Save. Next. Gotta update these smart objects, of course, which is no problem. Updating smart objects. This should be the last one. Yeah. Save. That one's changed, this one's changed. This one shouldn't change because I need to save it here, and this smart object needs to load because this is a different smart object. Save. Oh god, hold on. That didn't do anything. Wait, what? Hold on. Save. Quit. Don't save. There's too many smart objects. Ah, okay, here we go. All right, save. Good, we did it. All right, cool. Let's just toss. Yeah, we'll save it out as something later. Okay, guy. Here, I was told to do 2 strips, set it to soft light, and then change the opacity by Garrett, which he probably meant for like a normal thing and not like this. So we're just gonna flatten this whole thing a little bit. Set this to 25 and hit save. Yes, save it as a PSB file. Jeez. Save it into my parallel pack folder. Great. Why is this so large? There we go. That's what she said. All right, cool. So I think that does it. I'm just gonna save this out as a ping file. Post it on the old IG. Give it some double taps on there as well. But hey, thank you guys for joining me today. This is a fun sports cardy, really different thing to do. It's kind of fun to make this little die cut card, explore, figure out how Panini goes about designing their stuff and stuff like that. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys next week when we do another one of these. I don't know exactly what day that's going to be, but I'll let you guys know on social. So hopefully you guys can join me then. Maybe it'll be during the day, sort of like this. So you can have it on while you work, or if you're not working, you can just have it on and see what knowledge you can absorb as well. So that'll be it for me. I'm happy you guys were quick to select to spend your time with me, and I will see you guys next week.